So let me go ahead and jump over here to the training real quick, and I want to give you the 5 magic secrets of list leverage, okay? The 5 magic secrets. Now, real quick, a little prequel to the training here. I want you to know what a lever really is, okay? And why building a list gives you so much leverage, okay? A lever makes heavy things light, okay? Heavy things light. A lever makes hard things easy. A lever makes doubtful things possible. Okay, doubtful things. Things that were once thought to be impossible now become possible. A lever multiplies your power. Okay, and a lever makes you superhuman. I want you to remember this one. Batman had no miracle powers at all whatsoever. Okay, but he had leverage from the technologies in his suit and in his utility belt that made him appear to be superhuman when really he was just a man leveraging technology, okay? InstaSqueeze is going to give you that leverage in your online business. It's going to allow you to build a list effortlessly, beautiful squeeze pages that convert above 50% or better with our training, okay? So check it out. Here is step 1. You got to create your list, all right? Who would have thought? First thing you got to do is create a list, you know what I mean? But look, check it out. Without leads, you can't have a list. Okay, and without a list, you have no business. Zero, zilch, nada, no business, okay? Leads are literally the lifeblood, okay? The lifeblood of any business in existence today, whether it's online or offline. Every business out there has a method for lead generation, and the smart ones are building an email list because everyone's on their phones these days, their computers, checking email. It is by far the best way to communicate with anybody possible, hands down, in today's day and age, okay? So nothing matters until you have leads. You gotta get leads, all right? That's why we built InstaSqueeze, to make it easy for you to do. Now, let me go on a quick little tangent here because as I was thinking about this, I want to dispel this myth in people's heads for a second here, okay? People think a lot of times that they're going to get their blog in order first and then go to market. You know, they're going to make it all perfect and then they're going to go market it and generate leads and build a business and get free traffic from blogging and all this cool stuff, right? Or maybe they think about it in another way. Maybe they want to get their marketing funnel perfected first and then launch once it's all perfect. All right? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay? That is not how we do it at all. You must capture a lead first. Okay? You must capture that lead first. This is how I did it. Okay? This is how I made my first dollar online. And ironically, the first money I ever made online was actually a dollar sale, which turned into like, I think, $17 a month residual for me, which is pretty cool. I was pretty excited about that. But I did it by capturing a lead first. If I didn't gather that lead, I probably would not have made that sale. Because once I had that lead, I was then able to follow up through email and my autoresponder and close the sale. Okay, that's so critical. I want you to get that. Really, really bad, I want you to get that. Now, if you're able to do that, the world is yours, my friend. The world is literally your oyster. Okay? Now, here's a quick insight into how we get those leads. PPC, master it, okay? Master PPC. This has been a major factor in traffic to my squeeze pages, okay? PPC is very, very powerful. We're going to have some training on that for you on the inside and show you some cool ways on how you can do that, okay? And the techniques we use to get our ads up on the different networks out there and get cheap clicks, okay? Classified ads. You could do something as simple as like a banner ad on a website. Okay, for a couple of bucks, you can go out there, buy an ad on a website, and then drive it back to your squeeze page and test and track and see if that banner ad generates you leads. And if it does, see if it makes you sales. And if it makes you sales and you break even or turn a profit on your ad spend, we're going to keep running that ad every single month, you know what I mean? Again and again until it loses its profit potential, until it loses its potency. We're going to keep running that banner ad. You better believe if I find a profitable banner ad, I'm going to run it until it can't make me no more profit, okay? That's as simple as that. Now, classified ads, okay? Another one is email newsletters, or also known as solo ads, are a great way to get instantaneous lead generation. In fact, solo ads have been like a big secret of mine in generating thousands of leads in just the past few months alone and turning those leads into thousands of dollars, okay? So you get to see that again on the inside as well, how I did that. I'll give you some of my best sources for email newsletters and solo ads on the inside and show you exactly how to use them and convert that traffic above 50% or better, okay? Step 2 is you want to bond with your list, okay? You got to bond with them. And you want to bond deep with story selling. Okay, notice I didn't say storytelling there. I said story selling. That's very key because almost always story selling is aimed at selling. Okay? So really, when you're telling a story, okay, you pull people along, and this is why people are so hooked with movies and they'll sit there and watch a movie for 2 or 3 hours, right? But like, we're in this age of like, zero attention spans. Yet people still sit down and watch their TV shows, sit through their movies, you know what I mean? If people want to see something bad enough, they get sucked into the story, you got them hooked and they're there for the entire time you want to talk to them, okay? So that's the secret right there, and you can do that through email. So what you want to do is really share the thrills and the chills in the context of your product and why. Okay, the thrills and the chills. What you want to do is uncage your personality. And by doing that, people are going to feel a deep connectedness with you. And as a result, they're going to come to know, like, and trust you through the emails that you send them. And as a result of that, they're going to buy your stuff, which is going to give you money and give you greater freedom in your life to build a bigger business, have more time to go on vacation, spend with your family, whatever you want to do. Okay, but by doing this here, this is literally the key to it all. Okay, on to step 3. Now this one right here, okay, step 3 is very, very key. Mail, mail, mail. I cannot stress this enough. You guys got to be mailing as much as humanly possible. Okay, let me give you an example here. People may ignore you for months upon months upon months, and then for some reason, whatever, bang, they buy right there on the spot, and they become your biggest fans. Okay, I can't even tell you how many times I've had someone tell me, Matt, I got on your email list, a couple months ago, and I just been, reading the content you send out, and then all of a sudden, this one email you sent really just resonated with me on a deeper level, and I had to take action. I bought and became a customer, and I love your stuff. Thanks you so much for sending that out and allowing me to come through all that you're doing out there. And I get these emails all the time now, and it's pretty amazing that it happens this way, So it just goes to show that you never want to abuse your list or send out weird stuff. You want to, again, story sell. Okay, that's the way you do it. It's such a natural progression of the process. Okay, now I want you to remember though, you are a stranger to people and they are innately cautious. But with regularity and transparency, it will make you a normal and natural for them to trust you. Okay, it will make it normal and natural for them to trust you. Okay, so again, by doing those really nice emails and sharing stuff about yourself and uncaging your personality, people are going to fall in love with your stuff. Okay, I promise you. Now, mail a minimum of 2 times per week. I have guys that I know, and I do this myself, 5-7 times a week, sometimes twice a day if need be. If you're doing a big event like a live webinar, 3-4 times a day to remind people to come join the event is totally cool. You want to get them there, stuff like that. So, but do it with class though. Don't blatantly attack your list. Just let people know what you got going on, that they should be a part of it, and that they're missing out if they don't join. Okay, step 4. Aladdin's lamp, and this is so cool, right? This is so cool. What a cool insight, guys. I want you to start to see your list as Aladdin's lamp. All right. Rub the lamp, you might see the genie. You know what I mean? And what happens is the more you rub your lamp, okay, aka the more you mail your list, the bigger profits you're going to see, aka the more the genie's going to come out of the lamp. So you got to cultivate your lamp. You got to rub it. You got to polish it, okay? And what that's going to do is just allow really cool things to happen to you. Okay, I can't even tell you the amazing ways I've been connected with people through my list. I've found new affiliates that way, people just reaching out and saying, wow, I love your emails. Do you have a product out there I can promote? Boom, here's a link. Go promote it. They mail and we both make money. Win-win. I've gotten really awesome book recommendations that I never would have had otherwise, and the books have led me to greater knowledge and all kinds of really cool things. I've had restaurants recommended to me. I've had people, I had this guy get on my email list. He lived in SoCal, right? And I went down there on like a road trip one time to go get some footage for a skate video I was putting together with my friends. If you don't know me yet, I mean, I skateboard in my spare time and whatnot, and that's kind of what I do when I'm not marketing, you know. And I went down there and we actually met up and had a good old time, skated, and it was cool. We've been friends forever, you know. But I met the guy through my email list, and it was totally amazing. You know, it never would have happened without the list. I've made new friends through business and just other contacts that way. You know, it's crazy. I've had cool clothing offered to me. I've been invited to live events, you know, all through my email list. It's insane. So I want you to visualize your list as your gateway to everything you've ever wanted, okay? Visualize it as your gateway to everything you've ever wanted in life. And you want to treat your list as such because it's it's basically a direct reflection of karma in a sense, right? What you do to your list will come back to you tenfold. So the goodwill you put out comes back to you multiplied stronger in weird ways you'd never possibly ever imagine. But when you do it right, that's what happens, okay? Step 5, realize you will not stop people from buying stuff, okay? Think long term. This is a very key insight, okay? Because people are going to buy stuff like crazy no matter what you do. So almost in a sense, like why shouldn't they then buy through you, through your affiliate link, right? Think about it that way because they're going to buy it anyways. Why should they not buy it through you? And then you can offer a really cool bonus through your list on top of that. So if they buy that product, they get additional value from you. That's how you really stack it. Okay, that's how you really stack it and make your offers blow up. Okay, here's an example. I had a person on my list tell me casually tell me they paid a marketing coach $3,000 for extra coaching. I'm like, what? What are you doing? Why? Why'd you do that, right? And it's casual. It's not like they got ripped off or nothing. They wanted it, and it was a great service. But why'd they do that, you know? Because I didn't offer a deeper level of service to my people. So they went and got it elsewhere, okay? And this is at a time when I didn't have a coaching program in place. I do now, so I definitely capitalize on those offers. But, you know, at the time, it was a big awakening for me. And I was like, wow, I need to get something in place to, you know, cater to these people who want that service, right? It would be me doing them a disservice to not offer that, right? If they want it. So you got to put stuff in place like that. So think bigger. Think long term, guys. You want to think how else you can market and serve your list, both your list and your team of affiliates, all right? Your JV partners or whatever else out there you're doing, okay? There are oceans of money being spent, guys. There are oceans and oceans and oceans of money being spent. People are hungry, almost desperate for this kind of knowledge, for these kinds of services. So make sure you can deliver on your service, but let people pay money for it so they can pay attention. Whew, that's deep right there. Let me read that again to you. Let people pay money for your stuff so they can pay attention to it, okay? People vote with their wallets, okay? They vote with their wallets. When someone buys something from you, it's them saying, hey, I like what's out there. Let me give you some money for it so I can consume it, okay? When people pay money for something, they are that much more serious about taking action on what they learn, okay? Bottom line. So, what a great opportunity for me to tell you to buy my stuff, right? Nah, but for real though, InstaSqueeze is for sale, and you can get it right now below. There's a button you'll see below this video somewhere on this page, okay? If you go ahead and click that, you can get instant access to it right now, and you can be up and online with it in just a few seconds. Maybe as few as 90 seconds from now, you can have your first InstaSqueeze up and online, ready to generate you some leads, all right? So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the quick presentation here. A little bit of training is what's to come on the inside with the more stuff we got for you about crafting the perfect ad, squeeze page secrets, and targeted traffic training, and a lot more that you're going to get on the inside, as well as like training videos on how to use the software. We'll show you how to set everything up, you know, step by step. So if you get stuck, you can just refer to the video and follow it step by step. It's all screen cam like you're seeing now. So it's really easy to do, and really, you know, it's time to take action, okay? There's no better service out there like this. There's no better training out there like this. And for the price I'm offering this right now, it's a freaking steal, okay? I'm ripping myself off here. So go ahead and take action right now. You're going to love it, I promise you. If you don't, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you take me up on that, you can go ahead and keep the software anyways as my gift from me to you. You know, with that said, click the button now. Buy it, take action, implement, my friends, and go out there and generate some leads, all right? That said, Matthew Neer, taking off. It's been a pleasure. See you on the inside. Peace.